Adobe Acrobat 8 not only allows us to create PDFs, but also edit PDFs. One of the ways we can edit a PDF is to add watermarks and backgrounds as well as headers and footers. Now suppose you have a little bit longer document, such as a magazine, and you need to put some unifying elements out there, such as, website address, that sort of thing. Or you've pulled together a proposal that has from multiple documents the ability to put page numbers on them. Under Document Header and Footer, we can add, update, and remove these items. By adding things, we can add things like dates, page numbers, web addresses, etc. We can also pick page ranges, such as, I'm going to pick, instead of page 1 here, I'll go from 2 to 3. It'll show us a preview down here once we pick a page, and once I tell it to go preview page 2. I can then add something like an address on the left, right, or center. So I'll add just adobe.com here. And we can also insert dates, page numbers, etc. This allows us to put, like I said, unifying elements on a page. By clicking OK, I can see on the second page that I now have my web address. I could have positioned it a little differently, as well as the third page. Now these elements are just kind of sitting on top of the page. They're not actually part of altering the content of the PDF itself. So we also have watermarks and backgrounds. Backgrounds go behind the page. Watermarks are actually on top of the content, so they're just placed out there. For instance, under watermarks, I can add something like some text. So if I wanted to say that this was a draft content or draft copy, I could change the opacity. I could do things like scale the positioning. I could do rotation on it, etc. Even changing the color so we could see that a little bit clearer. So that allows us to place something like watermarks on the page. Alright, now another way we can edit a PDF is to do something called cropping a PDF. With this document open, I'm going to come under Document Crop. Cropping pages is something that I tend to do a lot. It allows me to put more content on a page. It allows me to actually add page area or remove white area. New in Acrobat 8, what we can do is not only pick a page size, such as let's say a tabloid section here, but we can also change the position of the page within the page size. So for instance, suppose that you're a printer and you need to actually allow for binding edge, or you want to move the content on the press sheet. You can do that by creating an offset X and Y. By clicking OK, I can see here that I actually have some new page area on the page itself. Another editing feature for us in Acrobat 8 is the ability to edit images or objects. By coming up to the tools on the top and right-clicking or control-clicking on Mac, choosing Advanced Editing, I can choose the Touch-Up Object tool. The Touch-Up Object tool has been in Acrobat, but in Acrobat 8, if I click on a picture, suppose that I've got this picture out here, I need to do some different things to it. By right-clicking or control-clicking on Mac, I can see that I can do things like delete the clip or set the clip by cropping the image, flipping it now, rotating it horizontally, etc. That's brand new in Acrobat 8. Creating an artifact would take it out of the reading order. Working with metadata, or if you come to Properties here, coming to the Color tab, I can now convert the colors. Suppose this is an RGB image and I need to convert it to something like a CMYK swap-coded image. By choosing my Convert To space here, and picking a render intent if I choose, I can embed the profile and convert the colors. By converting the colors, I can see it's done. Closing the file, I can see I've got my image out there right now. Another thing we can do as well is to be able to work with printer's marks. By closing my Advanced Editing toolbar, coming up top, right-clicking or control-clicking on Mac, choosing my Print Production tools, what I can do is see my printer's marks. In the printer's marks dialog box, I can add all sorts of marks, such as trims, bleeds, color bars, etc., and even have Acrobat expand the page just to fit the marks. I can pick a style, such as InDesign, Illustrator. I can pick a page range. Clicking OK will ask me, do you want to do it? You can't basically undo it. There we go, there's our printer's marks out there. I can see that the page size itself was 8 by 10, it's now 8.29 by 10.29, adding to the page size itself to put the printer's marks in there. So a lot of ways to be able to edit a PDF, including cropping, adjusting images, and working with printer's marks.